evening, my name is Marianne Kolding and I'm responsible for IT services research in Europe. I want to take you through the last presentation here of the evening, and I want to talk a little bit about something very important like return on investment and how satisfied your customers are. It's not so clear-cut. We have some survey data here that actually shows that there may be a bit of work for you out there. So, let's go over and have a look. According to some of the survey data that we've already seen this evening, if we look at how satisfied customers are, then actually about 70% of all of your customers that we have surveyed are saying that they're really happy about both the cost of cloud, the innovation that cloud brings to the business, how efficient it is in terms of helping on improving IT, how it really supports the business strategy. So it's all very good, right? Well, there's another question, of course. There's the question of how much do they actually see in terms of cost savings and ROI. And we asked about that. So really, in reality, from our surveys, the same people that are saying they're incredibly happy are also saying that for 70% of them, they see less than 10% cost savings. So that's not really very much. But since they're all happy and smiley, should you just be happy and sit there and rest on your laurels? Well, you could do, but we think it is a pretty dangerous strategy because there's a sting in the tail here. And the sting in the tail is that if you think about a customer that is only seeing a cost savings or ROI of that sort of level, that's about the same as they would see from any other projects. So if something more urgent comes along, something with a bit more a higher ROI, the cloud projects will now either be postponed or shelved for a while, and that's not in your interest. The other thing about it is that if we think about it on a long-term basis, if you can't raise the expectations of what the ROI really should be from cloud, especially since cloud has the promise of being improving efficiencies and improving the flexibility of the business and all these sorts of things. If you can't improve the expectations that they have to the ROI, then we think actually longer term is going to hamper the market growth. And we saw some really healthy market growth rates from James earlier on, but this is a serious danger, we think. So what we really think we need to do is that you need to go out and help your customers prove the ROI and help them get the ROI that really should be expected. So we come up with what we call maybe the 3 R's of ROI. The first one is radar. And radar we call it because we want you to help put business cases and ROI on the radar of your customers. We've seen that about 65% of customers, according to our surveys, really need help with this. They say that they don't really know how to best put the ROI and the case study together for this. So you need to help them. You need to help them not just to do it initially when they start on the project, but also help them follow through. Because what we're seeing also is that a lot of cloud projects get started, but they never really quite get out to the degree where they should. So for example, a lot of companies don't implement self-service. And if they don't do that, they can't really do the charge back, and they don't really then gain to see the total value that cloud could do for them. The other one that we would like you to think about is resource. So we saw at the start of this presentation when Martin presented that about 60% of all organizations are saying that somehow they lack either the skills or the expertise to be able to do cloud and implement cloud properly. Now you are in an obvious position to help them do this. You need to help them not just in terms of getting the first initial pilots of clouds in there, but you also need to help them in terms of staff augmentation, obviously, but maybe also in terms of knowledge transfer. Because only if they can start seeing the real benefits of it will they keep coming back and expanding what they're doing around cloud. Finally, we call the last one realign. And that is really to do with the conversation between IT and line of business. Because it's clear that there's a disconnect in many organizations about really taking, for IT really to go in and talk to the line of business and understanding exactly what it is that they need, go back and translate that into how the cloud can then help them to support that business strategy. And it's not just, cloud's not just about technology, we know that. Cloud is supposed to be able to help businesses really transform, create competitive advantage, serve their customers better, help in terms of getting products and services to market much faster. So you need to be out there and helping them because they don't really know how to have that dialogue. And it's quite clear to us that as soon as you can actually start showing that business transformation, then you really start seeing the innovation that can come out of cloud. And there you then really start seeing the revenue improvements that customers are looking for at the moment when everybody's starting to see that we're coming out on the other side of the economic crisis. And if you can do that, then you will be the trusted advisor with your customers. And they will keep coming back, and you will continue to see the growth rates that we've already talked about before. And with that, I think I would like to open up for questions.